All right, all right, all right. Yeah, here we are. Elite. So, first off, Bugattis. That's what we need. I need this. I've got a fully upgraded Veyron, which we're going to use for this race. Trying to unlock the next Bugatti, which is also the Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. Yes, GSV. So just a quick little race around the Indy circuit of Brands Hatch. It's another track where, where's the full circuit? Come on. The full circuit, great track. Formula One used to use it in the 80s. They used to bounce back and forth, 1 year Silverstone, 1 year Brands Hatch. And you can see where the track branches off here, just to the left over there. It branches off to, and then rejoins over here into the last corner. But not in this game. Don't know why that is. It's like they've mapped the track and then only used the Indy circuit. I don't know why. But I think the full circuits are still in use in England. And I think I remember them using it for BSB, British Superbikes. But I don't know if they still do or what. But I'm pretty sure they do. And possibly for other things, other motor racing, local British racing. So yeah, it would have been cool to have the full Indy circuit. So here we are, fully upgraded Veyron. And yeah, this car's, it's awesome, but it's the jump from any other car to these hypercars in this game. The adjustment of the braking point is insane. Like, I'll brake, this is my braking point, I'll brake here. But you don't really realize how much faster you're going. So there's a lot of that sliding off track and things like that. Because you don't really, the game doesn't really give you a sense of speed. It's not much difference above like 280 k's an hour is kind of like, once you're going faster than that, you don't really sense that you are. So you don't really feel that you need to adjust your braking point, but you do. Massively in these hypercars. So yeah, that's a bit tricky. I think they could have done a better job there, just giving you a better sense of speed. I don't know, lines coming off the car is what Need for Speed does. So I don't know if that wouldn't really work in real racing. I mean, but just something, just to, I don't know, help you along there. It's weird. Anyway, there's our GSV. Yeah, expensive. The cars are getting expensive now. They were around in the Master Series area with the discounts and that, 20% off showcase discount. They were around 300 and something gold. Now, my word, it's double, 600. Yeah. So I look at my 12,000 gold, which is, it's a lot. But, oh my goodness, is it going to be enough to get all of these cars in the Elite Series? Because I can unlock and buy them all in a week, which is about what we got left of this game. But do I have enough gold? I probably do just to buy them, but to fully upgrade them, no, I don't think so. There was a big accident. I remember this race. This is, my first race in the GSV. So 5 laps of Spa. So I was going to cut here, check this replay. From the track side, I don't think we saw it very well because the incident's happening ahead of me. I tagged the one guy just in front of me. Because he was slowing down. If you look from my cockpit view, I don't see what this accident is. I just see this guy, I tap him, and Joe got very, very lucky. I won't put that down to skill. That was luck. If those cars were crashing the other way, I'd have smashed into them because that was all I could do. That guy was slowing down in the middle of the track. Obviously, there's an accident in front of him, so he's hit the brakes. I saw him hit the brakes, and I'm like, okay, go around this guy. And I just was sort of going towards the right to turn left into Rouge, and luckily I just went harder to the right and tapped his rear bumper, and luckily the accident was happening to the left of where I was. Luckily there was one car at the right who was spinning in front of me off to the left, so that was pure luck. Don't look at that and go, wow, this guy is very skillful at this game. No, not at all. Not at all. So I'm not going to sit here for 5 laps showing you this race. This game, pretty much once you're in front, the bots aren't, any racing game really, once you're in first place, you're not going to lose first place. When you're racing against AI, you're not going to lose first place. In these type of games, other games, well, F1 game type style things, where things can go wrong, or it can depend on your pit stop strategy, your tires, your fuel, all that kind of thing. Yeah, you could end up losing a place at the end of the race against AI opponents, but in games like this, always in games like this, against AI, once you're in the front, they're not coming back at you. It's yours to lose. The only way you can lose now is if you bin it and crash and they come back past you. So, no point in watching all that. We'll just go through a Rouge one more time onto the Camel Straight, and then we'll cut to just the end of the race. You can see I'm leading by 700 meters, and I was taking it very easy in the Bugatti, trying to find those braking points. Then I unlocked this is the F12 Berlinetta. I unlocked this. Surprisingly, I wasn't recording. I thought I had one more event to go because I'm not one event before the time trial, and the car usually unlocks one event before the time trial. So that was not the case in this series. So I accidentally unlocked the car, but luckily I could buy it. So I was doing the bottom one, I think. There's the Ferraris. So it took me to the Legend series. That's right. So there's the Ferrari face-off. That's not what I was doing. I was doing the bottom one because I'd already gone past and unlocked the car there, and I wanted my 20% discount. But you can see at 17 on the bottom is where it unlocked the Ferrari. I was expecting it to be there because there's the time trial. So unlocked it early. Anyway, not a big train smash. Luckily have the gold, so yeah, could easily carry on. But yeah, just interesting. So let's do a race in the Berlinetta. It's a nice looking car, V12. I really like this car. In reality, I worked at a French restaurant, and we were not far from the hospital, and there was a doctor who came in for lunch every day, just about. Came in for lunch with his wife, and he drove one of these. His wife, he'd have he'd have different things on the menu, but the wife would always have prawns and lobster every lunchtime. Anyway, yeah, very cool car. And this elimination race, I came second. I've got no upgrades on the car, first of all. So at this point, I've bought the R-Dollar upgrades, but they haven't kicked in yet. So, as is with Ferraris in this game, they're very, very squirrely, and I don't know why. Actually, to unlock this car, I was driving the 458 Italia, which now I've driven on a racetrack in a 458 Italia many years ago, and I could tell you, not a racing car, bog standard, bought from the shop, go to the dealership, buy a Ferrari, don't change anything, go drive it on the track. Okay, I've driven one of those, and it's nothing like it is in the game. In the game, it is squirrely, it is all over the place. In reality, it's nothing like that. Even with, you know, traction controls and all that nonsense, if you put it in race and all that nonsense, even with that, it is nowhere near as rubbish as it is in the game. So I would assume the F1-2 is way better in reality than this game as well. Who knows? Maybe with upgrades, this car will be better. I had no chance of catching the guy. I would have needed to be shortcutting like crazy to catch that. That's a time-shifted multiplayer bot. So that guy, he was obviously shortcutting and stuff to set a time like that, or in a fully upgraded car. So yeah, that's just what you have to do. But anyway, I can always go back with upgrades and try again. Right now, we're at the Nürburgring in a McLaren. This is the 675 LT, or is 765, 675. One of the fax machine number model McLarens. Those stupid numbers. The only one I know it's not is the 720, because we're actually trying to win the 720 in this video, and the 720S Coupe. But right now, we're going for the Lamborghini Huracan. So, very interesting camera angles. I've got this car fully upgraded. This was one of the cars we had on sale when we used to get weekly sales. I think it was either a multiplayer or a time trial car. And yeah, I've got it. It was on sale, so fully upgrade the car, yeah, to be able to compete in the multiplayer or the time trial, whatever it was for. And yeah, this is a cool car. I really enjoy the McLarens in this game. All the McLarens are really cool. Really nice to drive and quick and fast. And yeah, you can see at fully upgraded, I've got no problem with the bots at this point. If I do have a problem again finding braking points in these hypercars, I just go for my normal braking point because I'm so used to doing the Master Series in cars that you know, are a lot slower than these. Just braking points in these cars, it's a bit jolting, the jump from the Master to the Elite Series. So I mean, like for example, in the last race, the last series I was doing, I was driving a Ford Mustang, the Shelby Mustang, the 350R, the Lego Technic one, and a Corvette C8, and now we're up to sort of hypercar kind of stuff. Anyway, there's our elimination, first place, good stuff, and unlock the Huracan. This is probably one of the better cars in the game, because just having a look at this Elite Series, so many events use this car. If you don't, it's like a car, if you don't have this car, there's so many events you can't compete in. So, yeah, I was a bit desperate to get a hold of this one, because this unlocks a whole bunch of new events, or new racing series for me. The LP610-4. Yes. So let's take that for a spin. And a bunch of Huracans here. Again, 0 upgrades, $R upgrades. The mechanic is busy installing our upgrades. Going to take a few hours for him to do that. I'm not watching ads to make that process go quicker. So I'm just, while the mechanic is busy installing our upgrades, we're racing the car. So he's actually under the hood there, in the middle of the car, busy, upgrading the engine and upgrading the wheels and upgrading the brakes and stuff. You can't see him. He's very efficient. So you don't even know he's there. Yeah, but that's real racing for you. There's also real in that you've bought these upgrades from this mechanic who's going to put them on your car for you, and he's going to take many hours to do that. But if you watch some adverts, he will work 30% quicker. Real racing, yeah. I like having a go at the reality of this game. It's not very real. I think it's got real cars and real tracks. As far as the racing goes, I'm not 100% sure on that one. But nevertheless, it is a cool game. I think it's just the name is a bit silly. Real racing, and because it's called that, people actually take it seriously. People think that, like, if you're not good at tilting your phone in the correct manner to play this game, you can't drive. I see a lot of comments like that, like, "Oh, you can't drive." Like, no, of course people can drive. And this is a game. It's just not used to the gyro on the cell phone. It's weird. I remember I changed cell phones while playing this game, and when I changed to the newer phone, I was like, oh my word, feels completely different. It was like then I felt like I can't play properly anymore. Nothing's working. I'm useless at this game. I'm useless at going fast in the weekly time trials. I can't get out of Group D. What's going on? I used to be first try in Group C easily, and then work my way up to Group B, sometimes once or twice Group A. But when I got the new phone, I had to fiddle with it and adjust this. I lowered the sensitivity in the game way down. I think I was on 8 and I lowered it to like 2, and yeah, now it's much better. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things. Anyway, here's so we got that Huracan. I like this car, the 918 Spider. I'm going to use the Huracan Performante, which is, for me, one of the best cars in the game. And again, we're doing a quick speed snap here, just to try and unlock this McLaren 720S. And why I say this is one of the better cars in the game, I've got it fully upgraded here. It is supreme. It's better than the Ferrari SF90. And that was proven when they ran the weekly time trial, and Group A was full of Huracan Performantes. No SF90s in sight. So, yeah, better car than the SF90, this one, in the game. I don't know about reality, and I haven't driven either car. Just put that out there. Certainly looks better than an SF90, in my opinion. So does the McLaren 720S. And there we go. We're paying a lot now for cars. 520 gold for that. Upgrades are not cheap either. No sales. Yeah, the gold is evaporating rather quickly when you get to the Elite Series. And here we are at the Mullenbachschlaffer for a quick race, elimination in the 720. And this was a tough race, because what I did here is I didn't check. Once I had the car, selected the car, it took me to okay, here's where you can go race this car. This is not in the series I was competing in. This is in some Legend Series race, and I'm up against, I think there's P1 GTRs in there, McLaren Sennas and things like that in there. And yeah, I've pretty much got no chance here on a 0 upgrade. Oh no, the 720S was a loan car, so I had all the $R upgrades on, and then I put the next round of gold upgrades on and started the next round of $R upgrades. So I've actually got 15 upgrades on this car. But here I'm gunning it And you can see I'm quicker through this section than whatever these are, P1s and P1 GTRs or Sennas or something like that. Can't quite make it out. But I think they're P1 GTRs or just regular P1s maybe. But they're much quicker than me on the straight. And I'm having real trouble. I can catch them, can stay with them. They're slow in the corners, as bots are. Those are definitely P1s, tell by the rear. Or could they be Sennas? I don't know. Anyway, I'm really through. Look at this. I'm through here at the corners, quicker in the corners, and somewhere, I think it's here, it's going to end. Because, well, no, when it ends at the next hairpin on the next lap. So I was really trying to just look at that, just try on the corner exit. He just pulls right out. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to position myself here to be ahead. I should have taken this freaking car out. I should have just knocked him off the road. Then I would have won, because I came second in this race. But it's a great race, and it's an elimination. So when the timer ran out, I was in second place by, I don't know, you tell me, a ball hair. There it ends. I'm not... Yeah. So I don't know how far behind I was, but I was clearly behind. Oh well. Until the next time, guys. Have a good time all the time. Cheers.